Let me tell you about this product that I formulated called Sleep E Naturals. It contains 4 different active agents that can help to improve sleep quality and duration and have some other very protective effects in the brain. It also helps to protect the brain against free radical damage. Now, the brain uses 20% of the body's oxygen at any given time, and that's a good thing because the brain needs to make energy, but at the same time oxygen can cause some corrosive damage over your lifetime. So some of the nutrients in Sleepy Naturals also helps to protect the brain against free radical damage by acting as antioxidants that are very important, we think, in memory preservation and preserving the function of the brain as you get older. So the first nutrient that's in Sleepy Naturals is melatonin, which is a hormone that the brain normally makes for itself. Late at night or when it gets very dark outside, the brain releases melatonin. And melatonin helps the brain go into a deep sleep, or helps you reach what's called delta sleep. Delta sleep is that deep sleep that you get into that renews you. You wake up refreshed, and it also helps to strengthen the immune system while you're sleeping. But as you get older, melatonin levels drop down, especially after the age of 40. So people have a hard time sleeping all the way through the night and getting into the deep, rich delta sleep that really renews them and keeps their immune system strong and protects their brain against free radical damage. It's important to know that immune cells actually have melatonin receptors, and those receptors rely on enough melatonin to keep the immune system stronger. One of the things that we see is that people get older, their immune systems get weaker. One of the reasons is that there's not enough melatonin stimulation to keep it all working at a high level. So I put just the right amount of melatonin into this product, and I'll show you how to use it based on your age so you get the right dosage back as the years tick away. You might want to know that between age 12 and age 90, the body actually makes eventually 90% less melatonin than it made when you were 12 years old, sort of a step-down approach over time. And we'll come back and talk about that. The second ingredient in Sleepy Naturals is 5-hydroxytryptophan, big chemical word. But the truth is that the brain makes melatonin from 5-hydroxytryptophan. So it's like the raw material from which the brain can make more if it needs to. And 5-hydroxytryptophan is also required to make serotonin levels, which is the neurochemical in the brain that gives you a really good sense of well-being. And so 5-hydroxytryptophan is found in some natural seeds, and so I put some 5-hydroxytryptophan in to help the brain make more optimal amounts of serotonin and melatonin if it requires it. The third ingredient in Sleepy Naturals is GABA, also known as gamma-aminobutyric acid. The brain normally makes GABA. GABA is like a neurochemical in the brain that attaches to GABA receptors. And when the GABA receptors are stimulated, it puts you into a more relaxed, less anxiety state, allows you to get into a better sleep through the night. And so a lot of people use alcohol and other kinds of drugs to stimulate their GABA receptors, and that's one artificial way to do it. But the natural way to do it is that the brain normally makes GABA. So in this supplement, Sleepy Naturals, I put some extra, a little bit of GABA in just to give the brain some additional natural stimulation to put you into a more relaxed state and help to give you a better night's sleep. In conjunction with the melatonin and the 5-hydroxytryptophan, it gives the brain the exact type of stimulation or facilitation to get you into that kind of delta sleep that's really going to renew your body. The last ingredient in Sleepy Naturals is Bacopa monnieri. Bacopa monnieri, we also put some in our memory support product, our memory support complex, because it's the natural agent used in the Indian medical system that's been shown to be very important in maintaining memory, and it's a fabulous product to quench free radicals in the brain. As I said earlier, when the brain is processing oxygen, it generates a lot of free radicals, and over your lifetime it causes a corrosive effect on brain tissue that's linked to a lot of nerve and brain problems that we run into as we get older. And so what I put into Sleepy Naturals is the melatonin and the Bacopa monnieri together to really give the brain the extra antioxidant protection that it usually lacks as you get older, and to help keep you mentally sharp as you age as well. The one question that I get a lot about Sleepy Naturals is, what dose should I be taking? And it really depends on your age. Now, up to age 40, most people don't need sleepy naturals. Their brain has enough melatonin still to put them into a decent night's sleep and keep them asleep through the night. But if you're younger than that and you're having some sleep problems or challenges, or you're working night shift, or you're changing time zones because you're flying on business, then this is a good product to use even if you're younger than 40. You take it 1 hour before bedtime. So the standard way of taking it would be someone who's age 40 to 44 usually only needs about 1 capsule 1 hour before they go to bed. Someone 45 to 50 might take 2. Somebody 51 to 55 might take about 3. 56 to 60 you might take 4. 61 to 65 you might need as many as 5 capsules. And over the age of 66 or 66 and older you might even need 6 capsules, which seems like a lot. But the trick is to start at a low dose and just take a low dose, see how you do. If it puts you into a good night's sleep and you wake up refreshed the next day and ready to go, that's the right dosage for you. If you take too many, or the dose is too high, then you might start dreaming in Technicolor, which may even wake you up in the middle of the night, and you wake up feeling groggy. You'll know the dosage is too high if you feel like you have a bit of a hangover. You should wake up and feel refreshed and ready to go and have a really good sense of well-being. So that's generally the target. A little bit of trial and error is how you're going to have to approach a product like this, but those are the general guidelines as to how to use it safely and effectively.